Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro. According to multiple inside sources very close to Gervonta Tank Davis will not be fighting again, and he will be retiring, according to Rick Glazer. Oh my God, bro. Smash a like, sub to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. I'm also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join the channel as a member. Drop super chats when you come by the live streams that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. My email address is knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Someone called me a cheerleader, bro. A cheerleader for Gervonta Tank Davis. And my response to that person, and my response to people in general that try to say I'm a fanboy or try to say I'm a Tank Davis defender and whatever other term you want to use, my response is simple. Quit telling lies, quit spinning false narratives, quit saying shit that don't make no sense, and then I won't have to come behind you and tell people the truth and give them some shit that actually does make sense, bro. If Rick Glazer doesn't come up with this cockamamie story, then I don't make this video. For every action, there's a reaction. Now, the difference is because I'm so good at what I do, the saying is really for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, but my reaction is never equal. My reaction is always me shitting on y'all, making y'all look stupid as fuck. And that's the problem that people have. But let's get into it. The last that we heard of Tank Davis talking, he was building a fight with Lamont Roach. The last that we heard of Tank Davis being asked about retiring, he said his plans definitely changed. And he got more than a few fights left. When he was talking about retiring, they asked him, do you think you could ever fall in love with the sport again? He said, probably. Probably. So, for all intents and purposes, Tank Davis was preparing for the Lamont Roach rematch, and he had a legal setback that he has to take care of and make a priority, and then he's getting right back to it after he gets done with that. I'll be talking about the legal case in another video, but I want to stick on Rick Glazer for this. Rick Glazer is a self-admitted PBC hater. Rick Glazer has never said anything positive about Tank Davis. He's all but called him a thug. He's taking shots at him at every chance that he got. Am I really supposed to believe that Rick Glazer is the one with the inside source that's telling him what Tank Davis is really doing? The same Rick Glazer that told you the PBC didn't have no money to pay Canelo in 2024. Then when he got proven wrong and PBC was able to put up more money than Matchroom for the Canelo and Berlanga fight, when PBC was able to put up more money than Golden Boy for the Canelo and Munguia fight in 2024, he came up with some bullshit story about how, oh, they got the money from escrow, they got the money from an investor, they got saved, and that's how they were able to pay Canelo. That dude, that's the report we supposed to listen to, bro. The dude that told you, him and others told you, oh, Tank Davis, ain't nobody buying his fight with Lamont Roach. Don't nobody want to go to it. This is a flop. Nobody wants to go to his fight with Lamont Roach. Then he ends up breaking his own record and outsells everyone that ever did any kind of event in that same arena outside of the Rolling Stones, bro. That's the Rick Glazer I'm supposed to be listening to when it comes to what Tank Davis is doing with his career. He's the one who got several people close to Tank that's telling me that he's done fighting and he's gonna retire. This shit is sad, bro. This shit is sad. Rick Glazer ain't got no sources inside of Gervonta Davis's camp, inside of the PBC. Content creators that shit on PBC and Tank Davis on a daily basis, they don't have inside sources, bro. They're just making shit up. They're just making shit up for clicks, views, impressions on Twitter, all kind of shit. There's no evidence to support that Tank Davis is about to retire. As a matter of fact, all the evidence of how he went quiet, how he immediately went into training for the rematch with Lamont Roach, the stuff that he did post on social media when he did come back to social media was stuff where he was building the fight and promoting the fight with Lamont Roach, whether it be him going back and forth with Roach, or whether it be him showing the world that he's in shape. Everything he posted up until the point he had this altercation with his BM showed that he was in this shit, he was training, he was ready to go prove the world wrong. I guess y'all forgot he himself said it's time for me to show the world that I am who I say I am. Motivating himself for the rematch, letting him know I'm coming different this time. I guess we all just supposed to forget about that and listen to Rick fucking Glazer, bro. That's what we should do. Y'all are crazy, bro. You're crazy. Those of you that are believing this shit, man. And then when you couple this to what's going on with his case, you can clearly see a young man that's fighting to get back to the ring. That's fighting to keep fighting. He's fighting for his life so he can keep fighting for his life. That's a bar. He's fighting for his life in jail. To get out of jail, to not go to jail, I should say. He's fighting for his life there so he can fight for his life in boxing to keep making these M's. Y'all are retarded, some of you, bro. Straight up. So no, dog. I don't believe what Rick Glazer is saying. I'm being told something totally different, bro. And like I said, all these people trying to take shots at me, saying I ain't got no sources, saying I ain't talking to nobody. Look, bro. Name somebody else that interviewed the man that introduced Tank Davis to boxing. And you can go look at that interview. Then you can go look at him backstage at every single Tank Davis fight, taking pictures with Tank himself. I don't know what else to tell y'all, bro. I don't know what else to tell y'all. So, hell no, Tank Davis ain't about to retire. And hell yes, he'll be fighting again. And then, when he does, to save face, Rick Glazer and people like him is just gonna say, oh, well, he changed his mind. I was right all along. He just changed his mind because you know, everything is subject to change. When you move the goalpost like that, bro, you can never be wrong because you ain't never got to stand on nothing. Oh, no, my sources was really right. He really did tell them he didn't want to fight again and he retired, but he changed his mind. This shit is trash, bro. Gervonta Tank Davis is not retiring. There's too much money on the table, too much left to fight for, too many people to prove wrong, and he's too motivated to get back to it. He's too motivated to get back to it. With the bad performance against Roach that he had, with all the people shitting on him, with the stuff going on in his personal life, boxing is his peace, bro. Boxing is his outlet. He ain't going nowhere, y'all. Stop believing what these people trying to sell you, bro. He ain't going nowhere no time soon. Smash the like. And that's another thing, bro. Tim Bradley's another one. Oh, his motivation is gone. He's checked out. Let me talk on that for a minute, because we got time, bro. Let me talk on that for a minute, which is going to make me change the title of this video. We're going to talk about Rick Glazer and Tim Bradley in this video. Tim Bradley, another one, right? Notoriously hates Tank Davis. Not a fan of Tank. Tries to pick against him or find a way for him to lose damn near every fight. Right? Him and Tank have no love lost for each other. How would Tim Bradley know what's going on in Tank's mind? He ain't got no sources either, bro. He ain't got nobody close to Tank Davis that would tell him shit either, bro. But you got all these people that are experts on what he's thinking, what his next move is gonna be, what his motivations are, all of that shit. And they don't even like him. They the ones that got information that you and I don't have. You don't get the fuck out of my face, bro. I'ma trust what Tank been saying. I'm gonna trust what people around him that talk to me have been saying. He can't wait to get back in and whoop Roach ass. Yeah, that's what it is. He ain't retiring no time soon. That shit is over with. Especially after what happened in the first Roach fight. He got some asses he gotta whoop first. Yeah, that's the type of timing that he on, bro. Anybody telling you anything different, they don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro. They don't know what they talking about. So, y'all let me know what y'all think of what Rick Glazer and Tim Bradley and, oh, he's mentally checked out, he's this, he's that. How do you know he mentally checked out when the man ain't even on social media? Social media is the distraction. Social media and all this back and forth with fans, that's a distraction. When you get off social media, it's because you locking in. When an athlete ain't trying to hear the noise, and they ain't trying to do the bumping of the gums no more and be on socials, Insta, X, that means they locking in on what they gotta do. A lot of y'all reading this shit all wrong. And by the time you see it, it's gonna be too goddamn late. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash the like, sub to the channel. See y'all soon. Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro.